Shirley Strawberry was on a call with her better half in this discussion. Furthermore, there were several different remarks that she made. Allow me to express this to you, Cheryl. We have realized about this right after it worked out. Since these bottom dwellers are recently beaten. My better half said, we won't address it. I'm worn out. In a stunning turn that has surprised the diversion world, an unforeseen spilled discussion revealed Shirley Strawberry's genuine viewpoint on Steve and Marjorie Harvey's extravagant way of life, with notices of their continuous outings to Europe's most selective spots and personal ship parties. Shirley didn't keep down in portraying the Harveys' rich life, however, what grabbed everybody's eye was Shirley's sincere case. I don't have the foggiest idea. Damn. Goodness. She views us as the assistants, you know? You let me know that. That is not a positive sentiment. This disclosure places Steve Harvey in a staggeringly difficult situation. The comedic legend, most popular for his relentless magnetism and mind, presently winds up in the eye of a tempest conflicted between a long-lasting partner and his significant other. Sources from the arrangement of the Steve Harvey morning show noticed his clear pain, with one commenting that Steve seemed as though he was treading lightly, attempting to maintain order-free. She said she looked great from her photos, that Marjorie wasn't there. She hasn't seen her face to face, and that assuming Marjorie had been home, they most likely could never have been welcomed over. He ain't there. No, she's not there. She was there. We presumably could never have been all around the house, made it happen. No. You know, he's frightened. Marjorie's response to the spilled discussion was completely dangerous. Dear companions of the couple revealed that Marjorie felt profoundly double-crossed. One insider uncovered Marjorie was outraged about the AIDS remark, yet about Shirley revealing insight into their own lives. She felt like their air pocket of protection had been penetrated. While Shirley's spilled remarks are dubious by their own doing, a few insiders recommend that Marjorie's fury runs further than this episode alone. Murmurs from those in the inward circle show well-established pressures between the two ladies. An unknown source from the show's creation group spilled. This isn't the initial time Marjorie's been annoyed by Shirley. There's set of experiences here, and this call was only a hint of something larger. To add more fire to this all-around sizzling debate, there have been unsubstantiated mumbles about Marjorie's constancy. Newspaper titles rushed to get on bits of hearsay, with one especially stunning title in big-name buzz week by week perusing Marjorie Harvey's mysterious excursions, more going on than might be expected. While none of these cases have been validated, they surely enhance the continuous disturbance. It's simply hard for me to bring this specific thing up. I was simply so humiliated, you know, and embarrassed. Furthermore, I just felt like a moron. Also, as surprising as Shirley's remarks could have been, what's significantly more charming is Marjorie Harvey's hold on the strings of Broadway. Many don't understand that past the marvelousness and glitz of her web-based entertainment posts, Marjorie has developed critical impact in media outlets, from having the chiefs of significant organizations on speed dial to her associations with persuasive makers. Her span reaches out all over. It's said that when Marjorie talks, chiefs tune in. At the point when this emerged, it's somewhat unique since it's not tattle, talk, or malignant untruth. It came from within circle. This recently discovered disclosure brings into sharp center the tales that Marjorie has been utilizing her clout to influence Steve's choices. On the Steve Harvey morning show, a nearby partner of the couple uncovered Steve has consistently esteemed Marjorie's feedback, yet as of late her voice is by all accounts the only one he's paying attention to. A few insiders currently report seeing warmed conversations where Marjorie made plainly she needs to get rid of Shirley, with one expressing, "I heard Marjorie saying she either goes or there will be ramifications." Nonetheless, for those very much familiar with the multifaceted embroidery of Hollywood elements, there is a gurgling question: is Marjorie's forceful position just a close-to-home response to safeguard her family's name, or is this piece of a bigger, more determined system? A move in the high-stakes round of showbiz conspicuousness? Spectators propose that it very well may be a blend of both. With Shirley's long stretches of involvement and deep-rooted name, her potential removing could make a power vacuum, one that Marjorie may be hoping to load up with her own hand-picked partners. You know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, I didn't have the foggiest idea how Margie was feeling about all that is out there. What's more, it appears to be the adventure doesn't stop there. Murmurs from the internal circles of broadcasting hint that Marjorie probably won't be happy with simply Shirley's exit from the show. A maker from an opponent organization uncovered. There's discussion that Marjorie's connecting with key industry players, painting Shirley in a negative light. Maybe she's hoping to boycott her. Such strong moves, if valid, wouldn't simply cause trouble, they'd invert it. As the fresh insight about Marjorie's supposed intrigue spreads, there are waves of anxiety all through the business. Ability supervisors, PR agents, and, surprisingly, different big names are currently proceeding cautiously, careful about favoring one side in what could become quite possibly of showbiz's most unstable fight. Adding one more layer to this show is the turbulent individual existence of Shirley Strawberry. Many know, because of the unavoidable idea of the web, that Shirley's significant other confronted legitimate difficulties prompting his imprisonment as he was engaged with a monetary trick duping guiltless people out of their well-deserved cash. This threw their own lives into unrest, yet additionally took steps to soil Shirley's own standing by affiliation. Presently, sources have murmured that Marjorie may be taking advantage of this delicate circumstance. In any case, the repercussions of this unfurling show aren't only personal. They've previously left a noticeable mark on business measurements. The Steve Harvey morning show, which once ruled among morning public broadcasts, presently witnesses a perceivable plunge in its listenership. Industry savants have expeditiously seen this downtrend, taking note of that while discussions could give a transitory spike in numbers because of elevated interest, they frequently introduce a lengthy negative impact on a show's evaluations. Various faithful fans communicated their consternation, with many detecting that the charm they once esteemed appears to be eclipsed by obvious strain. The Harvey contention exposes the expanding influence that such open disagreements can host on the foremost gatherings included, however on their precious ones, as well. It's reputed that the strain is streaming down to the more youthful age of Harveys. Murmurs in the business halls recommend that Steve's youngsters, especially his little girl Lori, could have been drawn nearer by news sources for a restrictive interpretation of the family strain. This is a demonstration of how expansive such promoted questions can turn into, broadening its limbs into the safe haven of one's home. However, the waves don't stop with family. Different individuals from the Steve Harvey morning show wind up coincidentally pushed into the spotlight. Team individuals, co-has and even understudies are currently confronting a blast of inquiries, some thoughtful and others outrightly nosy about the obvious pressure on the sets. The work environment, which once reverberated with chuckling and brotherhood, presently appears to be blurred with murmurs and speculative looks. Looking into the future, the way for Steve, Marjorie and Shirley stays misted with vulnerability. While many expect a gathering, retouching the profoundly frayed strings of their connections could demonstrate a difficult errand. Some industry insiders accept that while their expert ties could see a similarity to predictability in time, individual bonds